With many waterways currently being closed and only open to commercial traffic due to the state of the world we live in today, my man here figured out a pretty slick way to fool law enforcement on the water. Welcome back, guys. It is your boy Broncos Guru, and it's this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Our first boater to come in this week is going to show us what it's like when we get that help from our friend down at the ramp. I made another video not that long ago about this. I'll put a little link for it up here, but as you can see, my man is getting his buddy to help him get his boat out of the water. Of course, things are not going well. Right here, you can see the trailer's being pulled out and the boat is being left in. My man is doing everything he can to try and get his buddy's attention. Finally, after a little coercing, his friend does notice, oops, something is going wrong and that boat is not staying on. So he quickly goes into action, realizing he's going to need to back this trailer back down the ramp. Right here, he's doing it to perfection. We're going to get this boat loaded back on and everything's going to be okay. But for some reason here, he decides he needs to go a little deeper to get this trailer on. And we're about to learn why it's not always a good idea to have our friend help us load a trailer. I found down at the ramp it's just a little easier to do it myself. And then if an incident like this happens, the only person I can blame is me. The boaters in our next scene ran into just a little bit of bad luck. Yes, I know, normally we focus on boneheaded boaters of the week, but here, none of these guys were really boneheaded. They just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Here, at the left of the screen, you're about to see this waterspout come ripping through this marina, causing all kinds of damage. Look at the way it's just rocking these boats around. I'm sure this caught a lot of these guys by surprise and a little bit off guard, because when you're in the marina a lot of times, you can have that false feeling of protection when you still always gotta be on your toes. This really is a pretty intense scene. I don't see any boats go down in this video or anything like that, so they really did get a little bit fortunate, even though I did say they had a string of bad luck, because that would be one heck of a thing to witness or even be through. Our third boater this week is doing the same thing many of us are, and they are missing that boating lifestyle. But I'll tell you what, this couple has found a pretty unique and interesting way to go ahead and keep that lifestyle going while most of us are on quarantine. As you can tell, my man is a water skier, and he just wants the experience, the thrill of it, and right here he's going to show us exactly how to do it. I don't even know what to think of this guy. This is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. I hope you guys get a little enjoyment out of this one as well. As he comes in for his big finish here, this is definitely one way to keep yourself occupied during a quarantine. Our next boaters this week is going to show us what it's like when we don't time the tide right. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you guys, I have experienced something like this, and I know many other friends who have experienced items like this on jet skis, where we've gone back into some little estuaries and some shallow areas and just not timed the timing right and wind up getting stuck there waiting for the tide to come back in, kind of like these guys. As you can tell, they're covered in mud. This is to help protect against sun, but I'm guessing more along the lines of it's helping to protect against mosquitoes here as well. These incidents really do suck, and the main reason is because you get 3 to 6 hours to contemplate your decision to go back there while you wait on that tide to come back in. Our next boater on our list this week is going to be Captain Obvious. For the life of me, I cannot figure out what this guy was thinking. I've seen many sailboats stuck under these bridges because it was a close call, but as you can see here in these images, this one was not even close. Why they even attempted to go under this bridge is completely beyond me. The viewer who sent these images in actually told me, surprisingly, this is not an uncommon sight right here. Basically, he mentioned that these types of catamarans are actually available for rent where he's at, and people rent these, and instead of spending the extra money to have an experienced captain take them out, they'll go ahead and go the cheap route and opt to take this out themselves and then watch this happen all day long. Really is a little crazy that these kind of rental companies will let these people do this. Thanks for watching, guys. I gotta thank Sam Moody, John Booth, Mark Stevens, and Thiago Fuza, all from Facebook, and Trey CRH and Sly FC from over on Instagram for sending some of these images in we saw this week. If you guys ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you may see your videos over here as well. Also, be able to check out that new Broncos Guru and Drain Plug Mafia merch over on Teespring. We do have a one-day code. It's APR1L all in caps for 10% off today. And also, be sure to drop an anchor on that subscribe button. If not, me or one of the Drain Plug Mafia is coming to steal your drain plug.